Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. Today is another LEGO weekly news update. I'm finally back in the studio to do it, so that's awesome. We've got a brand new mock-up in the web store from Felix, the designer. He made a great red fox. You guys should definitely check out the review video that came out yesterday. Anyways, there were new themes that were announced this week. 2 new themes for LEGO, which is pretty much unheard of for like a news cycle. There is a new creator set, or an updated creator set, that is going to be out in November, close to Thanksgiving time. Also, all of the new DC superhero villains characters have been revealed for the new video game. And Ideas has 10,000 votes of support for a brand new set. So lots of things happened this week. Let's jump in. So this first new theme announced by LEGO is an interesting one. It's called the Forma theme, and oddly enough, right now it's just a Kickstarter on Indiegogo. So it's actually a project or a series of projects that you can support online. Links in the description below, as well as links for everything that I talk about in this episode. So the new theme that I'm talking about here is this. This is the baseline project, the Koi. It is a kinetic sculpture made primarily of Technic pieces with a vinyl skin that kind of pins itself onto the skeletal structure. For this alone, it's going to be $45, and then there are some alternate skins that you can just kind of add on to the base kinetic sculpture body that will each sell for roughly $15. This was announced a couple of days ago, so basically I can tell you guys how some of the community has been reacting, and I'd say there's definitely some positive. It's not like it's all negative, but there is certainly quite a bit of apprehension that I'm seeing from people. Namely, people aren't really into the aesthetic look. Like, the actual vinyl skins doesn't feel quite right. Some people say it kind of feels like cheating. They wish they had sort of just regular LEGO system pieces to make up the outside of the kinetic sculpture. And there's a bit of confusion as to why this theme is starting off on Indiegogo. I can tell you it makes a lot of sense from LEGO as a company. It's a lot cheaper and easier to get people to fund this initial push to see if the theme is worthwhile in pursuing. And on a personal note, I would say that I'm not really into the theme myself. The aesthetics does kind of work as a pullback for me. I'm not really down with the vinyl look. But if this is something that you're into, I would absolutely 100% say yes, please go support it on Indiegogo, because this is a test run to see if they maybe want to pursue this theme or projects like this in the future to expand the Forma theme. And just because it's not my cup of tea doesn't mean it shouldn't be yours if this is something or if these projects look like something that you could be interested in. So once again, links in the description below. And now let's move on to the second announcement of, the second theme announced this week, which is kind of interesting. We never really get 2 themes announced ever in 1 week, but this is pretty small. It's called Lego Xtra, and I don't believe this is taking the place of base plates, people, so please don't freak out if you think that Lego's no longer going to be producing road pieces for cities. This looks like a cheaper alternative, and what we have are playmats that look like they can be integrated still with Lego system bricks. It will cost $7.99 per set. Each one will come with 2 different playmats as well as some system pieces to connect them together. Just like the Forma theme, personally this doesn't look like something that I'm going to be using, just because you find it a lot more fun to make up the detailing that these playmats are just kind of showing you in picture form. But I have a feeling this was probably tested with younger kids and they didn't mind having playmat themes that were just easier and simpler to set up, and it definitely goes without saying. But these playmats look cheaper to produce than regular base plates, so if they wanted to appeal to younger audiences that probably preferred this aesthetic look compared to base plates, I know base plates are kind of a nostalgic thing, especially for older builders, it makes perfect sense that this Extras theme would come along. Let me know what you guys think about this. This is once again something I don't think we're going to be getting here at the studio at all, but I totally understand why it's here, and I'm sure I don't have to ask you to comment in the comment section below, because I have a feeling this is what these two themes are really going to be a major point of going back and forth. I'd like to know what you guys think. Also, another big story for this week is the announcement of the Vestas wind turbine set number 10268. It's officially announced now. This is the picture, the box art and everything. It's gonna have power functions, and it looks incredibly similar, if not almost identical, to the version of this set that came out back in 2008. It is 826 pieces. It will retail for $200 US and will be available starting Black Friday, November 23rd. The original version of this set, I believe, was only available to Vestas employees, but that is obviously not the case for the set this time around. Some of the elements you can see are made from the new ethanol, green produced ethanol Lego bricks like those trees, and personally I think the set does actually look pretty fun. It's definitely something that would be really great to fit into a larger Lego city, but I have a feeling the $200 price tag for a set that is considerably smaller in bricks might be something that draws people back. I know it's definitely worth weighing a set out in ABS to really get a more accurate depiction as to how much you're really paying for the pieces, and this is a power function set, so I can understand the increased price tag, but at the end of the day, it's just that number of pieces on the box compared to the number that you actually pay at the checkout lane that really is a huge factor for a lot of people when picking up a set. Once again, let me know what you think, and for the next bit of news, all of the characters have been revealed for the DC Super Villains video game, and there are a ton. I'm just scrolling through what we see here at Alan Tran, thebrickfan.com. I'm not even gonna bother to count how many characters there are. Somebody will tell you in the comment section below, I'm sure of it, but there are an absolute megaton amount of guys here. There are a bunch that I hope get turned into official Lego minifigures at some point, but if you want to see the full roster lineup, links in the description below. And remember when those Bricktober fig packs were revealed a week or two ago, or maybe a month ago now? The schedule for their actual release process has now been announced. They are going to be released just the same way they were the years before, or at least last year, where one pack comes out the first week of October and then the second one comes out the next week. That's going to be happening throughout Toys R Us's in Canada, and I'm not yet sure about how their availability is going to work outside of that country, but needless to say, I believe the distribution, if they're outside of Canada for any other stores or any other events, are going to be somewhat limited, and these guys are probably going to be a bit more expensive on the second-hand market. So that is disappointing because it really is a pretty good roster of figs that's coming out for this year. So I would just say keep your eyes peeled for the second-hand markets. Hopefully you'll be able to get a deal. I have a feeling we're going to be doing that here at the studio. And then very quickly, the 60th anniversary truck set is available again online for a limited time. If you missed that, link in the description below as well. And also the Bikes to Billund has finished. This team just ended a nearly 1,000 kilometer journey from London to Billund as a event to support Fairy Bricks. They donate Lego to children's wards and hospices, and also if you did still want to donate to this cause, the fundraising page is still open. Remember, links to everything once again in the description below. I know I keep saying that, but it's definitely worth repeating. Now the last bit of news comes from Lego Ideas. It's the website where you submit your own Lego creations in hopes to having it become an official Lego set. This week, one new set got that 10,000 votes of support, which means it's officially going to be in the review stage, and this has been up for a while, slowly but surely chugging along, getting a lot of support. I'm really glad that it finally hit that mark. This is the Dinosaurs, Fossils, Skeletons Natural History Collection by the builder Mukkinn. Or Mukkinn. The build here, or at least the concept for the build here, is pretty darn simple. We've got 5 different preserved fossilized skeletons of dinosaurs that look like they're around minifigure scale. There is a Triceratops, Stegosaurus, Dilophosaurus, Brachiosaurus, and Plesiosaurus. I'm not sure, but I feel like at some point during one of our news sections, maybe a year ago, we featured this build, and so I'm just really glad that this thing finally made it into the review stage. I think it's a really fun, unique set, and the build that we have so far that has come from just the design page on Ideas looks really rock solid, so congratulations to the builder Mukkinn. Alright guys, that is it for this episode. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. If you enjoy our content, feel free to like or subscribe. Comment down below on any of the stuff I was talking about. Remember, links in the description below if I haven't said it enough this episode. And tomorrow is top 10 mocks of the week. We missed it last week, so Mike has added some extra stuff so you guys get a bit more content, so that's fun. I know he had a lot of fun putting it together, and there's some really great builds. So anyways, check out that, check out the Monday vlog, check out whatever you want, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault. Hey everybody, wanted to pop in very quickly, let you know that we've got a Lego web store, www.brickvault.toys, where we sell these step-by-step instructions for some incredibly awesome Lego mocks. The revenue from the web store helps support us here at the channel, as well as the designers that build these amazing Lego designs. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Check us out at www.brickvault.toys, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.